Hey y'all, I'm Beauty Baba Yaga and welcome to my Pinterest. Today we're talking Cosmic Fury cosplays. How did I make them? A mutual tagged me in this post asking how they could make this cosplay, and first of all, I love this edit. It's fantastic, but where's the robot arm? Granted, the robot arm is a super complicated build, so we're just gonna treat this as if the Cosmic Fury Black Ranger just was a woman, not Hobby. And to tell you how I would do this, I am going to tell you how I did my red Cosmic Fury cosplay. Now, this is a fact known only by people who actually sew. Sewing is always hard. There's never a point where you get good at it and you're not gonna mess something up and you're not gonna like question the universe and like your purpose in life and what are you even doing? So yes, I did make my Cosmic Fury orange suit. I went to my local Joann, I bought some stretch fabric, and if you felt like doing that and you have a sewing machine, you totally can, but that is not how I normally do it. It's just that orange clashes with orange and it's impossible to find orange. Why do we hate orange as a society? So what I normally do is I go to Amazon or Thrift if you can, and you want to get a turtleneck dress and a pair of matching leggings. And an important note, leggings with pockets are so useful when you're in cosplay because it is really hard to find places to put your phone or your wallet. And then I painted the turtleneck black, which you can see here above the chest shield. This is one piece. I am a huge advocate for fabric paint because it allows you to do something easier instead of saying, if you have something that's half black and half green, having to sew those two things together, which is a huge pain in the butt. You would just paint half of it green, which I have done with an SPD uniform. My absolute favorite brand of fabric paint is Jacquard. Comes in these little bottles, works really well, stays on, doesn't come out in the regular wash, very nice bright colors, usually works in like one coat. Even though this is a little bit more of like an acrylic multi-purpose more than it is a fabric paint, I also really like folk art. That might be more of a two-coat thing. I think it might be a little cheaper and easier to find. This brand of fabric paint is my enemy. Do not get Tulip Soft. It is so thin and you can't, it'll just soak into the fabric and the pigment goes away and you can't get it to show up and you're doing like 13 coats and it's a nightmare and I've never ever had success with it. Don't get Tulip Soft. Let's talk about the shoes. I just bought a normal pair of knee-high boots. You just want to find boots in the color that you're looking for. And then you can see the bands here. I have made these out of EVA foam. I do most of my building with EVA foam because it's really durable. I usually buy it in these little like paper sheet size packs, but you can also buy a roll if you feel like you need a bigger piece. If you don't feel like using EVA foam, you can use cardboard. It'll work just as well, but it might fall apart faster. So what I've done here is I made a strip and then I cut out triangles and I hot glued the triangles to it. And you can see I needed to do 2 pieces because I didn't have the roll. I have the paper size ones. And then I just tacked that onto the boot with like a needle and thread. You could probably tack it on with hot glue. I don't have a picture for this, but it is also an option, and I have done before actually painting the shoe. Oh wait, I think I do have a picture. Let me go find it. Okay, yes, my orange Cosmic Fury boots. And the orange Cosmic Fury suit was so much more of a struggle than the red one, but you will find that if you have a more abstract or less common color, it's just gonna be generally harder. You're gonna have to work harder for it. So if you can't find an easy boot where it's like already red, I bought a basic pleather boot, knee high, and this spray paint that is actually the same kind that was used on my helmet that Tyler made for me, and so I knew then the helmet and the shoes would at least match, and even if they didn't directly match the suit, it's still only 2 colors of orange, which is so much better than my first try, which was like 4 colors of clashing orange. It was horrible. Cut the little buckles off because I don't need those. And I spray painted the boot orange, and then rinse and repeat. EVA foam bands that I've just sewn on right here by the zipper so that they'll just stay on. Additional boot note, easycosplay.com actually has really good boots. And they have a lot of Power Rangers cosplays, but definitely get the thing where it's just a little square around the boot. Just get the boots because they do a good job on the boots. Good fit. You give them your sizes. I have a whole bunch of them. Here's a picture of my Easy Cosplay boot collection. But their actual cosplays, while cheaper, are often like a little ill-fitted, kind of boxy and unflattering, as well as they could come made out of pleather material and you will sweat until you are very, very sad that you exist if you are wearing pleather at a convention or at a photo shoot or anything, which getting things on Amazon or, you know, upcycling, you're going to get a nice fabric. It's probably going to be a better fit. It's just going to be higher quality, cheaper. A belt, get a silver waist belt, and make sure you get a stretchy one, because if you search silver, a lot of times it's assuming you mean a metal waist belt, and you definitely don't want that. You want some flex. I crafted my belt buckle out of EVA foam. I just cut the little shapes out, add a little paint, do a little, black paint in the cracks to try and add some shadow in there. And I've just added a piece of Velcro on either side of the buckle and the actual belt, and it just comes right on and off. Hip thing, I made it out of panels of EVA foam. Well, this one, I went like overly complex and it was totally not worth it. Definitely just make it out of panels of EVA foam. And then I spray painted it silver, which I really need to learn to do base coats and like overcoats, but that's a whole nother thing, because every time I wear it, bits of it flake off, and then every time I want to wear it, I have to spray paint it again, which is fine for now, but I probably should start doing a better job. The gauntlets. My gauntlets are made from a sock. You can see the sock right there. So I just took a sock, cut the foot off, it slides, you know, onto my wrist. That is how they hold to my wrist. Then I just took panels of EVA foam, cut the shape out, layer up like a sandwich, hot glued them together, make a bar here, put some triangles on it, hot glue that on, and then I took, you can't see the inside in this picture, but I just took the edges and just sewed them onto the sock. So basically it's just like a circular shape, and I slide my arm into it, holds on there with the sock. They're perfect. I love them. They're angelic. Helmets. This is a good one from Kevlock. Kevlock makes amazing helmets. He has good prices. Like, this is the best place. And he'll get files. He has more options because he will like actually go get the files from people who make 3D print files. He will 3D print it for you. He sands it really, really well. He is amazing. Go get a helmet from Kevin. If you get a helmet, you are going to want one of these robber caps. It's like a ski mask, but so you look like a robber when you're wearing it. And yes, that will ruin any photo you take while in this. Also, this cosplayer, amazing. Cosmic Fury Purple, love it. But if you don't have the robber mask and you film with a helmet with just a turtleneck, you will be able to see your neck. Also, I don't like gloves. It's a tactile thing, and also since I'm a content creator and an obsessive filmer even before I was content creating, I like to be able to touch my screen, and gloves often impede that. So I do fingerless gloves, and I honestly think cutting little corners for your own comfort is way more important than being screen accurate. So, you know, you could just get a plain black pair of gloves, or you could get fingerless gloves. You could not wear gloves. Do whatever makes you feel happy and comfortable in your cosplay. Okay, we're gonna address the elephant in the room. I made myself like a chest vest out of fabric with Velcro in the front. This was my first one. I made the ridges out of EVA foam, the front plate out of hot glue that I got like real nice and hot and molded. And please do not touch the hot glue with your skin when it is really nice and hot. Here's a picture of a hot glue gun, in case you needed that to know what a hot glue gun was. Booyah! She's fancy, she's beautiful. She did not travel well. She just like crispy, crinkly flaked on everything in my suitcase every single time, and then it's just like silver dust. So we upgraded. I did the same thing, made myself a little like chest vest out of fabric, which, I mean, I'm sewing machine, I'm sorry. And the strips are EVA foam again. Then I went and got silver fabric from my local Joann, used the spray adhesive glue and stuck that on there. And I'm not going to tell you what brand of glue I use because I used the wrong brand of glue, but you can probably find a spray adhesive on your own and do better than me. It's so fancy. I just love it. It looks so good, so shiny, and traveled so well. It's just like a little soft blanket that I just put it in the thing, and it was great, and it was wonderful, and it was everything I ever dreamed, and I love it so much. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk about how much I love something that I made for myself. Just to show the awesome purple Cosmic Fury Ranger one more time, hers is made entirely out of EVA foam, and there are designs on how to do that on the internet. The Foam Witch has a good one, so if you just want to make one straight EVA foam, totally doable, paint it. She looks so good. But another thing you could do is get a Green Ranger chest shield. Also, I look really great in this picture. I just wanted to show you that. Like, they don't have to be crazy expensive. Then you don't have to worry about, like, the design and the shape and figuring all that crazy stuff out, and you can just build on top of it and repaint it. Morpher. Hasbro released a totally decent Morpher with a wristband already on it. I really like the Morpher Hasbro released. It's simple, but I like it. Or you could get a really awesome one from Kevlock. I love this. It's so good. It's beautiful. Just a picture showing you that it opens. Real quick, if you want to do this one, gold dress, gold leggings, you're going to have to paint the sleeves blue. Boots, you're going to have to get some boots and spray paint them with a color that matches. But everything else, same. Go cosplay. Be awesome. You're great. Thank you. Bye. Everyone, have a good day. This video was actually 10 minutes long.